We welcome you inside the Milano Sant'Aguglia Ice Hockey Arena as one of the most storied rivalries here in international hockey. Team Finland and Team Sweden here in Milan, Italy. Hello everybody, I'm Max. Glad you could be with us on our Olympic coverage as it continues here on MHS Network. I'm Max. Glad to be with you as over here in the Central Time Zone. It is 5 o'clock in the morning and pretty early, but this should be a great matchup. Sweden and Finland, a storied rivalry. These two teams met in the 2006 gold medal game where Sweden won that in 3-2. And obviously some stories and obviously a storied rivalry with this one. Go over the goalies in tonight's game. UC Saros going to start in net for Finland again. Had a shaky game in the last one against Slovakia. It was a 4-1 win for Slovakia. And Gustafsson will be in net now. He will remain in net. He played against Italy as Sweden trying to get 2 wins and get to the 6 points now. As obviously the 3-2-1 point system that the IIHF has here, and we'll see if it continues. But this should honestly be a great matchup, and probably one of the players we should be looking at here for Team Finland is Mikko Rantanen. And Mikko Rantanen had a quiet game in the last one, but I feel like now that they got maybe their gear going a little bit now, maybe they can pull this off. And Mikko Rantanen just trying to get something going for him. And we'll be right back after these commercial breaks, and we'll give you the puck drop coming up next year on the MHS Network. We'll be back. Welcome you everybody back inside of the Milano Sant'Aguglia Ice Hockey Arena. And Sweden and Finland will face off for the first time since 2014 with NHL players. That was back on February 21st of 2014. A 2-1 win for Sweden in the semifinals of the tournament. A lot of yellow in the crowd with Sweden having already had one win in the tournament as Finland's looking for a win here as they lost the first one, shockingly, to Slovakia 4-1. They look to rebound here. If they lose this one, this could be really bad for Team Finland, as Sweden is getting ready in the tunnels. So is Finland. Can Saros have a comeback game here? Saros did not have his best game in game number 1 against Slovakia. Gustafsson played kind of shaky in the Italy one as well. So both these goaltenders trying to come off of their kind of shaking performance, even though one of them won in their shaking performance. They're looking to rebound here. Maybe we can see a great goalie duel here as the referees tonight, Gord Dwyer, Canada, and Chris Rooney, USA, linesperson Scott Cherry, and Jake Davis. And as we welcome you in, everybody, glad you can be with us here on the MHS Network. And let's see if Finland can bounce back here, or can Sweden write their story and get their second win of the tournament and get 6 points in the standings already. That would be huge for them, obviously, as they are coming back onto the ice for the first time. And glad you can be with us in our coverage here on the MHS Network, and this should be a treat to watch, obviously, with teams Finland and Sweden. This should be one of the best games, hopefully, of the tournament. This is game 7 of the tournament so far, at least for the men's ice hockey, as the officials again, and just less than 2 minutes away from the puck dropping here. There's Antti Pennanen facing some criticism, obviously, online. Finland's head coach can he make some adjustments here to get this Finland team going. He did make some line changes, though, as Joel Kiviranta is out of the lineup. So is Mikko Lehtinen, and coming in their place there would be Nicholas Monpalo, and not sure who the second one is. Let's see. Trying to see here. I think it might have been Armia. Not sure. Or Eric Halle. Might have been Halle. I think it was Halle. Gustafsson, 90.91% save percentage. And he did decent enough in the win against Italy, a 5-2 win. There's Anton Lundell. Finland looking to bounce back here in the game, or in the tournament, as they do not want to fall once again, obviously, to this Sweden team. As I think this top line is going to be out here. There's William Nylander. He is one of few players that have their father play in the Olympics, as that was Michael Nylander, as he was in the Olympics for a couple of years. I mean, 3 years, I think. Or actually 2, 1998 and 2002. Face-off at center. And so is Eric Sinek, Nylander, and Kempe starting the lineup. And we're underway here at the Milano Santagulia Ice Hockey Arena. Deflected at center. Lusterinen deflected it back in, as is played here and moved ahead. And it's moved ahead here by Lusterinen, who drops it off Lundella's shot. That deflected wide. Kakko behind the cage. Kakko getting pressured from behind. Kakko looks to center. It goes back to the point. Ristolainen rimmed it all the way around and held in along the boards for just a moment. Mikkola is forced out the center again. Ristolainen getting pressured there. And he'll have to go back for the puck here, as a drop pass here for Lusterinen. Dropped it off for Mikkola. Mikkola from the boards. The shot got blocked. And they got intercepted, and the other way comes Sweden. A 2-on-1 here. Chance. Kempe shot. Save. Saros. Kempe with the first opportunity of the hockey game. And it was stopped on that chance, as the top line was getting something going right there. Top line for Sweden, Kempe, Eriksenek, and Nylander, and Hedman and Rasmus Andersson, the top defensive pairing. And we're back into play again as it's played along the boards as Miro Heiskanen tries to clear it. Held in at the point, though, by Rasmus Dahlin, who had a game, and the last one, a really good game, against Italy. Now turnover behind the cage. Hintz was parked in front at the top of the crease. And along the boards, Granlund trying to get it free. Poked out to center. Here they come the other way as Wenberg sends it into the corner. Lindell got hit there as Wenberg now moved ahead here. Rantanen got hooked a little bit there near the bench. No penalty called. Like a little bit of an interference, but a 1-0 shots on goal in favor of Sweden. Played by Saros behind his own cage. Rimmed it all the way around. Raymond intercepts along the wall. Raymond trying to get it free. Lehkonen the other way. Lehkonen will dump it back in to the corner. Aho was trying to get there. Gustafsson plays the puck behind his cage. And now moved ahead here. Bratt trying to intercept. Bratt into the middle. Here's Raymond with some speed. Lucas Raymond shot! And that just whistled wide. I think maybe Saros got a piece of it. And then it's cleared out of the center. And here's Erik Karlsson now. Karlsson has it in his own zone. Erik Karlsson with the puck. Plays it into the middle for Hedman. A backhander back in. As Mikkola played into the opposite corners. Zibanejad. Now Raquel behind the cage. Raquel looks to center. One-timer! And a penalty upcoming, and it's going against Finland. Cross-checking the call. And it's going to go on Erik Haula. Erik Haula takes a cross-checking call, and so it will be a power play upcoming. In Finland and Sweden, and wow, he just got bumped into like crazy there. Haula arguing why that should have been a penalty. Haula cross-checking, and so Sweden will get the power play. Eriksenek won the draw, passes it across Kempe. Kempe back up top again, long shot, and that deflected wide off a body. And cleared the length of the ice by Finland. Dahlin getting pressured. Gustafsson, they're 1 for 1 already in the tournament. The only power play they had back in the Italy game, they scored on that one. Kempe now drops it out for Dahlin. Dahlin, again another drop pass. Nylander cuts in. Nylander, a nice move on the backhand. Nylander holds on to it. Fed it into the middle. Raymond's out there now. Dahlin back for Raymond again. Lucas Raymond now down to the goal line into the corner. Kempe now moves away from it. Centering pass, Eriksenek. Couldn't get the backhander away. And Lindell uses the glass to clear it down the length of the ice. Gustafsson plays it behind his own cage. Now Dahlin. There's a whistle, I think. Clock's still running here. It's a 16:45. And I think Saros' mask was loose, so that's why they blew the play dead. To give you an update from the other game, Italy-Slovakia. Italy on the power play. They shot at 2-0 in favor of Italy. Slovakia could try to get their second win of the tournament as well in the Group B. Welcome you in if you're just joining us. Obviously, it's an early start, Finland and Sweden. And hopefully you're tuning in, share the stream around, subscribe, as obviously we'll be having coverage throughout the whole Olympics, basically, these throughout the whole week. We'll have some USA games, I believe, tomorrow. And Heiskanen was getting pressure behind that cage. Lindell, Miro Heiskanen and Lindell, obviously that Dallas connection, obviously, with the Stars, they know how to kill off penalties and be defensive pairing. Because they played a defensive pair in Dallas basically the whole season, past 2 seasons probably, and they know how they work. They know how to they know each other. There's still a delay here. Now they reset the clock here to 16:51, and now the face-off will be outside of the Finland zone. Zibanejad wins the draw. Karlsson fed that one across. Here's Bratt. Poke checked away, and out the center it goes. Karlsson will get it at center. Erik Karlsson with the puck now. With 55 to go on the power play here for Sweden, Zibanejad will carry it ahead. Bratt back for Zibanejad. Drop pass Raquel. Raquel along the boards. Flipped it into the corner. Ristolainen has some pressure here. And Teravainen tries to clear it. Couldn't. Brad intercepts along the boards. Brad left after Zibanejad. Zibanejad in the corner. Now moves it into the top of the slot. Carlson holds on to it. Back for Zibanejad in the circle. Carlson back at the point. Carlson. One-timer. Zibanejad ripped wide. And Carlson will get the puck now with 20 seconds remaining on the power play. Drop pass here by Carlson. Carlson gets it back. Drop pass, Brad. One-timer Zibanejad save. Saros on that opportunity. And cleared down the length of the ice. And that'll do it for the power play for Sweden. As now they're 0 for 1. And out of the box came Halla. Saros leaves it for Lindell. Essa Lindell behind the cage. Has the puck now. And carry it to the front of the two circles. Now Hintz backhands that one back into the red line as it's Hintz in the corner. In the Sweden zone. Rantanen gets it free for Granlund. Granlund in the opposite corner, get it back for Heiskanen. Heiskanen the shot. That deflected wide. Rantanen trying to get it. Hintz now gets it now. Granlund dropped it off to the point. Lindell. Rantanen behind the cage. Rantanen spins away from pressure. Rantanen still has the puck. Fed it back for Heiskanen at the point. Granlund along the boards. Goes cross ice for Lindell, who has some troubles. He was getting pressured by Raymond. Lindell looks to center. He does, and it got through. Got blocked away by Raymond. Heiskanen goes cross ice. Lindell in the opposite circle was trying to get the pass out of the reach from Heiskanen. Centering pass for Rantanen. That didn't go. Heiskanen now. Finland was trying to put the pressure there, and they still have no shots on goal. Now they do. Now they got count one, but they really need to find their offensive game here. In the corner, Lehkonen was trying to get it free. Hedman will move it into the middle, and Yoki Harju plays that back. And not out of the zone as it was held in by Rasmus Andersson. Hedman now has it in his own zone. Victor Hedman. Left it for Nylander. Nylander lost it. Lehkonen into the middle for Teravainen. Teravainen left it. Ahos couldn't get the pass there from Teravainen. The other way comes Kempe. And played by Yoki Harju off the boards out to center. Lehkonen trying to get it, and he just out of the reach is Kempe. Oh, jeez. I have pulled an all-nighter, so I apologize if I'm messing up on the names. I'm... All-nighters get you to you. Mikkola leaves it now as Ristolainen was trying to get to the loose puck, trying to get out of the zone. One of the Finland players got tripped up, no penalty. Mikkola has it now behind the own cage. Ristolainen uses the boards to try to clear it. No shot, blocked up in the air. Tolvanen will play it back here. Tolvanen, the only goal scorer for Finland in the tournament. For the men's side of things, Tolvanen dumps it back into the opposite corner. Dahlin gets it now. Left it and played there by Holmberg, and shot back in. And that'll be an icing here with 13:01 to go. Here in the opening period. Share the live stream if you're tuning in with us here on the MHS network. Have coverage of the Olympics, obviously, throughout the whole duration of it. Hopefully have our analyst coming up as soon. He seemed like he was going to join us originally at first, and then I don't know what happened. It says very early in the morning for us, so I don't blame him if he just got more Z's. 13:01 left to go in the first period, and it's a 4-1 shot advantage here for Sweden in the game. Off the tie-up, it is won there by Elias Pettersson and cleared out the center. Heiskanen gets it in his own zone now. Finland with only one shot here, as they have really struggled in this tournament. Here's Zibanejad now with the puck. Dropped it off, and that pass, Pettersson flipped it behind the net now. Zibanejad let it go, and now Rantanen, as he was tied up. Rantanen will use the glass to clear it out the center. And played back. Saros left it there for Heiskanen. Heiskanen now has the puck. We'll move it ahead here for Lindell. Shoots it back in from the red line. Rimmed it all the way around. Back around the boards. Comes free. Into the middle. Here's a shot. Scores! Martin Paulo, his first game in the lineup, gives Finland a 1-0 lead. I think there was going to be a delayed penalty on that play, too. Yes, there was. Mata bringing it to the front, and then Martin Paulo shooting it in on the blocker side, stick side of Gustafsson. A huge goal for Finland, and they have their first lead of the tournament. And that's the second goal they've scored in the tournament as well. They only scored one in their first game against Czechia, or Slovakia. And it is a 1-0 lead on only 2 shots. And Lindholm lost it into the middle. That did not go. That was intended for in the middle. And Mikkola now has it behind the cage. Mikkola uses the backhand to rip it all the way around. Not out of the zone just yet. Bratt held it in. Bratt left it at the point. Anderson holds it in. Anderson dropped it. Bratt now spins away from pressure from Lundell. Bratt looks to center. Couldn't. Raymond back for Bratt. They're cycling it well here in the offensive zone. Sweden, a great response. Shot blocked in front of the net. Goes back for Anderson. Anderson, the shot. Blocking the way through, and a 3-on-2 the other way. Leading the rush here, Ristolainen. Lundell holds onto it. Back for Ristolainen off his stick. That did not go. Luostarinen was on that opposite side. Luostarinen intercepts as Raymond was trying to clear it. Now he does. Lindholm now. Tied up. Mata. And someone lost their stick. It was Luostarinen. Kakko and Mata with the assist on Martin Paulo's goal. Nylander goes cross ice. That didn't connect there cleanly there for Eriksson Ek. Played behind the net now as it's Teravainen having the puck along the boards, getting pressured by Nylander. Eriksson Ek trying to get it free. Martin Paulo, now Mata. Nylander gets it free in the corner, tried the center for Kempe, who was open. And the pass was intercepted. Dumped back in by Finland. Forsling, now Kempe. Uses the backhand to try to clear. Lindell holds it in, shot into the far corner. And Forsling will clear it out the center and shot back in. Saros plays it behind his own cage. Has some trouble with it. Eriksson Ek couldn't get there as Heiskanen will get it out of the zone. Erik Karlsson now will move it ahead. Lindell trying to clear it. Couldn't. Shot from the point. A low shot. Easily gloved there and covered by Saros. 10:14 left to go in the first period. As Martin Paulo, his first game in the lineup, has given Finland a 1-0 lead. We will be right back. 1-0 Finland over Sweden. And I'm looking back, everybody. I thought we were going to commercial. We were not. And good thing is we got some good patience there on Nicholas Martin Paulo. And he gets the first goal of the game, 27 years old. This is a good dump in by Lundell. Nice board work there. Mata bringing it. The effort. Martin Paulo had a screen there to be able to shoot that puck past Gustafsson. And now it seems like we're going to commercial. We'll be back, everybody. Welcome you back, everybody. 1-0 lead here for Finland over Sweden with 10:14 remaining here in the first period. I'm Max Landry with us here on our Olympic men's hockey coverage here on the MHS Network. Share the stream around as Finland and Sweden. Halfway through this one, Kempe dropped it off. Carlson, the shot from the point, got through on Saros and made the save. It gets a little bit physical in front of the net. Oh, Lindell shoving Nylander away from Saros. And maybe penalty called. And Nylander talking with the referee there. And a little bit of a conversation with Nylander right there and parked in front of the net. And the long shot there easily gobbled up. Oh, Hintz kind of hit Eric Sinek in the face. That might be a penalty on Rope Hintz, honestly. Hintz hit him with a cross check right to the face on Eric Sinek. And those are Dallas Stars versus Minnesota Wild tensions right there boiling. And Hintz takes a kind of a dumb penalty there. And Sweden will go to the man advantage for the second time in the game. Second time here in the second period, in the first period. 6-2, the shots favoring Sweden. And they have a chance to even the game here. Eric Sinek off the faceoff, trying to win it against Lindell. Lindell's going to get kicked out of the faceoff. Thought get warned here. Off the draw, one here by Eric Sinek. In the middle, Kempe save! Saros. They moved it well, and Kempe with the opportunity just 5 seconds in. And a big save there by Saros. Now the shots are 7-2 in favor of Sweden over Finland. But Finland with the 1-0 lead, Monpalo with the goal. Heiskanen gets it free. Looks to clear it off the glass. Held in at the point, though, by Dahlin. Heiskanen along the boards, forced off by Raymond. Held in again, though, by Dahlin up dancing the blue line. Dahlin passed that for Nylander along the boards. Fed it into the goal line for Raymond. Raymond holds on to it, drifting away. Now Nylander. Back for Raymond in the circle. Raymond delays. Looking for a play there. Nylander now. Nylander patiently moving it along the near boards. Lost it, got it back. Raymond sends it in deeper. Lindell has it. Uses the boards to clear it. No, Dahlin held it in. What a keep by Rasmus Dahlin. Kempe along the near boards. Fed it back for Dahlin. Now Nylander in the circle. Nylander. Off a skate, now to Raymond. Raymond back for Nylander at the goal line. Nylander has some trouble and some pressure there by Heiskanen. Dahlin and a save made on a one-timer. Kempe now in the corner. Into the middle. Nylander behind the net. Looks to center. Eric Sinek an opportunity and another rebound chance couldn't go. Dahlin will get it in his own zone with 8:45 to go here in the first period. As now a drop pass here by Zibanejad to Bratt. Bratt will carry it ahead with less than 30 to go on the man advantage. Number 2. Carlson tried to feed it into the middle. That's forced out easily as it was blocked away on the pass. Zibanejad now. Carlson let it go. Bratt dropped it off. Zibanejad carries it ahead. Zibanejad rimmed it all the way around as it goes behind the net now as Raquel gets it along the near boards. Back for Carlson. Carlson, the shot off the blocker of Saros. Might have hit the outside of the post, maybe. Power play is over for Sweden. They're 0 for 2. Hintz out of the box. Moves it ahead here for Teravainen. Hintz trying to cut in, and he couldn't. And Hintz will get the body there on Carlson, getting tied up in the corner. Broberg. Hintz wants a penalty, and he won't get it. Broberg the other way. Will shoot it back in from the blue line. Motto along the boards on the backhand. Pressured by Landeskog. Yoki Harju. Rimmed it all the way around and held in at the point by Broberg. Into the corner it goes as it's lost there. And, that's Tolvanen. Turned it over here and into the middle. Holmberg lost it. Forsling now has it at center. Shoots it back in. Tried to at least. Forsling getting tied up in front of the Sweden bench there, and nothing called. 7:10 to go in the first. 8-2 the shots favoring Sweden. Share the stream around as hopefully hit high viewership in this one as well, as this should be a good matchup. A 1-0 lead here for Finland. As Granlund tries to find Hintz as a cutter. Hintz trying to take a shot away. Getting pressured there by Hedman. Rantanen goes back up top for Heiskanen. Shot! Blocked. Bounce back. And a shot by Rantanen. Went wide. Penalty upcoming, though, on Sweden. And Granlund gets pushy with Ekman Larsson. And so Finland will get the power play. And we'll be back. 1-0. Finland leads over Sweden. Share the stream around, everybody. We'll be live the whole game, and maybe a game later on today. We'll be back, everybody. Welcome you back, everybody. Penalty on here, and let's listen to what the call was.
Involved in the play.
2 minutes hooking.
The hooking call on Victor Hedman. And so, Finland will get the man advantage here as he hooked Rope Hintz. Rantanen had an open cage, and I don't know how he missed that. As we'll see how this power play unit goes here. I think they should put the top unit. I remember when they... in the last game, they didn't put their top unit to start the power play. But it seems like they have put the top unit on there as Rope Hintz on the face-off dot, trying to win it against Lindholm. He did. Heiskanen holds it in. Pass that across. Rantanen now to the goal line. Hintz trying to get it. Hintz. And now Aho in the corner. Plays that back for Heiskanen. Aho along the near boards. Aho. Delays now and drifting into the circle. Aho. Patiently playing that for Rantanen. Aho backhands that one around for Granlund along the corner, and Heiskanen holds it in. Pass it across for Rantanen in the circle. Rantanen feeds it low. Aho waiting. Pass that back for Rantanen. Shot blocked. Rebound loose. Cleared by Sweden. They're trying to get that bumper play, Team Finland, but it is not working out so far, as they have it really covered in the middle of Team Sweden on this penalty kill. Rope Hintz another drop pass as Aho carries it ahead. And their passes are getting intercepted as well, and the entry's not so hot either. And Sweden, the 100% penalty kill so far in the tournament. Rantanen leaves it Granlund along the boards. Into the middle. And another clearance there by Sweden, with 50 seconds remaining here on the man advantage for Finland. Here's Lindell running the second power play unit. Lindell leaves it. Teravainen with some speed. Teravainen forcing in deeper. Goes back along the boards as it comes back for Lindell. Lindell the shot. Blocked on the way through, and it's cleared. 30 seconds remaining on the power play. Finland with no shots on it so far. Lindell shoots it back in from center. Gustafsson tried to slow it down along the boards. Armia behind the net now. Tolvanen back for Armia again. This scored the power play goal in the last game. Lindell back up top. Lindell back for Lindell. Across. Long shot by Armia into the glove of Gustafsson. With 4:49 remaining here in the first period. As Lindholm made that big hit on Granlund along the boards in that corner. But nothing really going here on this Team Finland power play, as it has not been hot. Only one shot on it, and they have six seconds remaining on it. As Lindell and Wenberger in the face-off dot. We'll talk about the one goal and maybe in our intermission report coming up next here on the MHS Network in this game. Ristolainen fed that across. Mikkola blast one on goal and a save made. Luostarinen was the screen in front. Power play is now over. Luostarinen in the corner. Holding on and trying to center one. It's up in the air. They score! Lundell on the deflection in front. It is 2-0. It was a bouncing puck that went up into the air. Luostarinen in that corner fed it in front. I think it might have gone off so that's the question. Is it above the crossbar? Let's see from this angle. I don't think that even hits anyone. We'll see. Yeah, that just goes in off of Lundell's body, I think. And so a 2-0 lead here for Finland as Anton Lundell has given them the first 2-goal lead for them, and it's under review. And that's what I really thought that was going to happen. And so a review. And so this one might come back. We will see, as it was getting challenged. Got challenged by the coaching staff, and obviously with Sam Hallam, the head coach for Sweden, making sure if it's the right call or not. So this goal may come back. And the question is, was it deflected over the crossbar? That is the conversation here. Let's see. Let's see here. Oh, that's right at the crossbar. From the angle I just saw, that looks like it's right at the crossbar. And so, obviously, they're going to be looking at every angle that they have available to them. So we got a review here. An official video. Ooh. Now from that angle, I could see now that they might call this back. From this, the other angle, it looked like it goes right at the crossbar. This other angle really shows that is probably going to come back here. Lundell hits that, I think, over the crossbar. That's right at the crossbar, close. Ew. Let's see. Now, from that angle, you can't see it because the camera's up. It's out of the frame, and the longer this review takes, I think this is worse for. It's might be how this goal stands. This is a very. You can't really tell he makes contact with it though. It is such a really difficult call that they have to make here because they don't. You got to have definitive evidence that it's over the crossbar and it's not a no goal. You got to have definitive evidence, and if they don't, they have to let the goal stand. So we're under review here. If you're just joining us, a 2-0 lead might be wiped off here as Anton Lundell got the 2-0 goal, but does he make contact with that? That might have hit Gustafsson's shoulder. We'll see. We're going to get the word from the referee right now. Is it a goal or not?
Upon further video review, the call on the ice is confirmed. We have a good goal.
Goal is good, and it's a 2-0 lead for Finland as it stays on the board. And so Anton Lundell's goal does stand. And they have a 2-0 lead, and all the Finland fans loving it. And all the Sweden fans looking around like, what are we going to do? Face-off one at center. And so a 2-0 lead here on 6 shots for Finland. Sweden with 8 shots on goal. Behind the net now. It is pressured behind the net, and that was Ekman Larsson who was having trouble there. Back in on side is Wenberg on the outside. Wenberg forced off by Mikkola. Holmberg gets it behind the net. Wrap around to the top of the crease. Ekman Larson now fed it behind the net now. Holmberg. That one let go there as Landeskog was trying to get it. And oh, jeez. Players are just tripping up at center ice. Oh, everyone's just going down. That was 4 players. 2 of them from Finland and 2 of them from Sweden all falling down. One tripped over another. Another one just fell just for the fun of it. That was a weird sequence. Rope Hintz now moves it ahead here for Rantanen. Forced off from behind. Dahlin will move it ahead here as it's dumped back into the corner by Elias Lindholm. And then that looked like another trip there, and they don't call the penalty. Rope Hintz. Rantanen pokes it ahead here. Here's Hintz with Granlund. Hintz to Granlund. Shot. That went wide. Or a piece of it went off of Gustafsson. Oh, man, a golden opportunity with a Rope Hintz and Mikael Granlund on a 2-on-1 to try to make it 3-0. Instead, it stays a 2-goal lead for Finland. We'll be right back. Welcome you back, everybody, inside the Milano Sant'Egilia Hockey Ice Arena. And a 2-0 lead here for Finland. Golden opportunity from Mikael Granlund, though, on a 2-on-1 with Rope Hintz. Just could not put it home, or else it would have been 3-0 Finland to end this period, potentially. Welcome you in, everybody. If you're just tuning in with us, I'm Max. Glad you can be with us on our coverage here of men's Olympic hockey. Cover it all week. USA games coming up this weekend. Maybe some Canada games, and maybe a game later on today. Off the draw, one here. Shot from the blue line by Lindell. Was stopped there by Gustafsson. Here's Nylander into the middle. Kempe left it. Shot. Wide of the net of Saros. Kempe will get it now. Kempe back up top. Long shot by Dahlin, and it went wide. Might have gotten a piece of it, Saros. Mikko Rantanen cleared it out to center, but a turnover at the blue line. Nylander holds on to it, spins back with pressure. Coming towards him, great pass. Dahlin rolled over his stick. Shot from the boards, went wide of the net. Rope Hintz now drops it off for Heiskanen. Heiskanen gave it to Lindell behind the net. The shots are 9-8 in favor of Sweden. And a 2-0 lead for Team Finland here in the game. Lindell plays that cross ice, Heiskanen, and it's shot back in from center. Along the boards, Hedman trying to get it free. Rasmus Andersson getting forced off the puck. Shot from Teravainen from the boards, got blocked on the way through, and here's Raquel with Zibanejad. Zibanejad tried to center one for Raquel. He got tied up in the middle with 2:11 to go. It was Mikkola and Raquel getting tied up in the middle. And that's why Zibanejad just took a low shot there and it rolled towards Saros. Share the stream if you can, everybody. If you're tuning in, chat in the chat. We'll ask the chat questions if you want to say anything, question, you know. If you have anything to say in the chat, go ahead. I'll be reading anything in the chat right now. Off the face-off, one here, and Lindholm won the draw. Held in from the blue line by Lindholm. Raymond installs it in deeper. Mikkola now with 2 minutes to go in the first period. Mikkola will move it ahead. Lehkonen finds a man in the middle. Aho lost it. And now Bratt getting pressure from behind, got through pressure. Bratt in, Bratt holds on to it. Bratt the shot! Got blocked on the way through by Lehkonen. Here's Aho the other way. 3-on-2 if they can hurry. Aho dropped it for Lehkonen. Try to give it back to Aho and it didn't go. Now race for the puck here. Getting there first there for Finland was Mata. Mata flips it in. Knocked down Armia. Pedersen trying to clear it. Haula tried to hold it in and he couldn't. Mata now into the middle for Haula. Drops it off here. As it goes cross ice here for Mata. Mata deflects that one back in. Bouncing puck on Gustafsson on the dump-in attempt. Made the save on that. Raquel into the middle for Pedersen. 2-on-2, they can hurry. Pedersen pressured from behind now. Pedersen looking for reinforcements. Pedersen installs it in deeper. Lindell intercepts along the wall with less than a minute to go here in the first period. Shots are even at 9. A 2-0 lead for Finland. Shot from Pedersen. Save made. Created a rebound. Armia now. Into the middle. Here's Tolvanen 1-on-1. Tolvanen in shot. Blocked on the way through. Anderson behind the net now with less than 40 to go here in the first period. Hedman now in the opposite corner. Cleared it out to center. Lindell from center ice will shoot it back in with less than 30 to go. Along the boards. Here's Nylander with the puck. William Nylander, 10-9, the shot's favoring Sweden. Nylander along the boards, looks to center one shot. Blocked on the way through by Heiskanen. Nice play there to defend Eriksson Ek. Held in at the blue line. Heiskanen now has it behind his own cage. That stretch pass almost intercepted. Loose to Reenan. Flipped it into the middle, knocked down by Broberg. 2 seconds and one, maybe one last rush. Nylander trying to carry it ahead. Backhander save at the horn. And that'll do it for the first period. A 2-0 lead, and Nylander getting pushed after he took the Lake shot there. And everyone getting together, actually. Kempe almost losing his bucket. Loose to Reenan, now Heiskanen there in the corner. Wow. A 2-0 lead for Team Finland. Lundell, the latest goal scorer for Team Finland in the game. As they have a 2-0 lead. As the first goal was scored by Monpalo. And obviously the second one was scored there by Anton Lundell. We'll be back, everybody. A 2-0 lead for Finland. Our intermission report coming up next here on the MHS Network. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the MHS Network and the coverage of the Olympics here on the MHS Network. 2-0 lead here for Team Finland over Sweden. We'll go over the goal scoring on that real quickly. Paulo at 7:44 of the first period made it 1-0. A great feed here by Olli Mata. Olli Mata had made a great play to drive it towards the front of the net, able to get it towards the front, fed it for Paulo, who puts it home on the stick side, blocker side of Gustafsson, makes it a 1-0 lead. Then at 15:26, Anton Lundell, a bouncing puck up in the air. As a centering pass by Luostarinen, it went up in the air. I don't think it was even knocked down, but it was just a weird deflection. It was just thrown towards the front, and it went in. Anton Lundell got the goal. It went under review. If it was directed above the crossbar, it did not. It stood as a goal. It is a 2-0 lead for Finland, and Sweden, even though they're out shooting Finland 10-9, trail the game 2-0. The assists on the goals is from the Lundell goal, Luostarinen and Mikkola. And on the first goal, Capo Kakko and Olli Mata. So, a 2-0 lead for Team Finland, and a pretty good first period for them, honestly, as they did a great job in limiting opportunities for Sweden, as this was an entertaining period to watch, honestly. It was probably one of the best ones we've seen so far in the tournament. If you have anything to say in the chat here, I'll read them out here right now, and let's see if anyone said anything in the chat here while we're at it. As I know this is I'm pulling an all-nighter right now, and I do not have the energy like I usually do. So I apologize if I don't have the the energy I usually have on the broadcast. I'm trying to replicate it right now, but I'm also running on no sleep. So, and I thought we were gonna have our commentary crew here, and apparently not. Our analyst never came. So, anyways, 2-0 lead here for Finland. Type in the chat. I'll take a short break, and then we'll be right back. If you have anything to say in the chat, any of you who's watching the stream right now, go ahead and say it, question, whatever, and we'll be right back in just a minute or two. We'll be back. And we welcome you back, everybody, to our intermission report. A 2-0 lead here for Finland over Sweden after the first period. If you're just tuning in with us, I'm Max. Glad you can be with us here in our coverage on the MHS network between these two teams that have a storied rivalry between each other. And the last time they met in 2014, a semi-final matchup, as Sweden won 2-1. So Finland trying to get a win here. Their second ever win against Sweden with NHL players in the lineup. So they have a 2-0 lead. They're doing good. Pretty good so far with trying to accomplish that right now, and obviously no one's put anything in the chat, so I won't be able to read anything. I'll put a poll up here and see if what do y'all think? Give me just a moment, guys. I'm putting a poll up here, so see if we get the poll going and see how that goes around. The other game that's happening right now at the moment, Italy, Switzerland, Czechia, Slovakia, I think, against Italy. And that right now is scoreless in that one. That one's at an intermission as well. And we are 7.5 minutes away from our game returning here on the MHS network, and I really have no time to fill right now. I honestly don't know. So hopefully some of y'all say something in the chat, because I don't know. I mean, I'm running on fumes right now. I'm running on fumes. So please let me know, chat, whatever, as we'll be right back again on our intermission report coming up next, continuing coverage of men's Olympic hockey here. We'll be back. Welcome you back, everybody. A 2-0 lead here for Finland over Sweden right now at the moment. They 2 goals. If you just are just tuning in with us right now at the moment, it was Amon Paulo and Anton Lundell, the 2 goals in the game as we welcome you back. Group B. First period came to conclusion, a 2-0 lead here for Finland over Sweden, and see how the tempo goes in the second period. See how Sweden responds as a fast-paced first period here in the Milano Sanaguglia Ice Hockey Arena. See if this continues on this pace and can Sweden make a comeback. We'll be back, everybody, with the puck drop of the second period coming up next here on the MHS Network. We'll be right back, everybody. And welcome you back, everybody. Second period about to start. Thank you for doing this at work, so I can't watch, so I'm glad I can listen. Sweden comes back to win in overtime. Well, let's see. We haven't seen overtime in the tournament. It'd be a perfect time to see it. I'm glad you're tuning in from wherever you're at right now, everybody. Share the stream around. We'll subscribe as well, as we're going to cover the men's Olympic hockey throughout the whole week. And unfortunately, we'll be able to do it next week because they're so early. Lundell looks the center for Kakko, and that one to the top of the crease. Trying to make it 3-0. Rasmus Andersson, and then forced out by Kempe out to center. Nylander racing for the puck. Mikkola trying to get there, and he did. Lundell uses the backhand to almost turn it over to Kempe. Ristolainen into the middle. Here's Luostarinen in. Luostarinen dropped that shot, and they went wide of Gustafsson. Lundell rimmed it all the way around. And it's intercepted along the wall as Hedman tries to clear it. Granlund forces it into the corner. Mikko Rantanen using the body on Forsling. Mikko Rantanen trying to get it free off the pile. And Hedman will move it ahead here for Nylander, who flips it in. He'll go for a change. Heiskanen now with the puck. Miro Heiskanen, a minute into the first period. Deflected back in. From center ice as along the boards, Rope Hintz is trying to get the puck there. And moved ahead here by Lindholm. And an icing, I think, or a whistle. Yeah, offside or an icing there. Great chance here by Kakko. I don't think he's even intending to shoot that puck. But it went on his stick and it just went wide. And a perfect opportunity to make it 3-0 there. And they could not do it. Off the draw, one here. Lindell across for Heiskanen. Using the boards at center. Playing it back here as it's shot back in by Philip Forsberg, the 13th forward in the lineup here for Team Sweden. Deflected back into the blue line. And Saros plays it behind his own cage. Has some trouble with it. As it's played back to the point. Darlene from the boards. And it's blocked on the way through. Heiskanen. And the other way out to center. It is touched up now by Sweden. So no hand pass. And back in is Landeskog. Landeskog forces in deeper. Behind the net now. As Philip Forsberg's out there. Ekman Larson. That stretch pass out of the reach of Forsberg. He was going for a change anyways, and it would have been offside if he touched it. Along the boards, it is Armia getting forced off the puck by Lindholm. Bratt around the boards. Raymond let it go. He's got pressure. Ekman Larson from the blue line. The shot. Blocking the way through. Bratt trying to get it now. Lindell on the backhand. Lindell uses the glass to get it out the center. And Erik Karlsson turned it over at the blue line. And almost a dangerous play there to Tolvin, and it got stolen away by Lindholm. Raymond now will move it ahead. Shooting it back in from center. Saros plays it behind his own cage now to Monpalo. And that puck lost by Tolvin, and he gets it back and shoots it back in. It was blocked there by Raquel. And Anderson has some trouble as he gets pressure from behind by Kakko. Got it to Forsling, though. And Pettersson will shoot it back in. No shots here in the second period. And 3 minutes into the second period here. And still the shots are 10-9 as they were in the first. As Monpalo to stretch ahead. That touch pass into the zone. Lusterini was trying to get there. Gustafsson played the puck. Lusterini now gets it free. Lusterini looks to center. Intercepted there by Forsling. Pettersson the other way. Pettersson along the boards. Hints. That's going to be an icing here with 16:37 remaining here in the second period. A 2-0 lead here for Finland here in the game. The shots are 10-9 in favor of Sweden. And Saros has had some trouble playing the puck here. That looks like a high stick. I mean, that's a follow-up. But he did get Raquel up high right there. It was a follow-up. It's hilarious, though. Face-off one here. Long shot by Mikkola. And a save there by Gustafsson as Zibanejad uses the boards to get out the center. Oh, he just sent a man into the bench. Oh, what a hit along the boards. Ristolainen back in. Ristolainen looks to center. Backhander. Save made. Rope hints of the opportunity. Mikkola tried to hold it, and he sent a man into the bench. Sent a Sweden player into the Finland bench. Now they call a penalty slashing. I think it's the call, and it's going to be a power play, and Rantanen does not like the call at all, as he's going to go to the box. Pettersson got laid into the Finland bench by Granlund, and he slid in there. What a hit. Send them flying into the Finland bench. Elias Pettersson. Now Rantanen goes off for slashing, as he was really frustrated with the call there. And where's the slash? That is a terrible call. Did not even see a slash there. Could argue holding. I didn't see slashing there. Face-off one here, Eriksson Ek. Dahlin plays it back as Dahlin's at the blue line. Played around the boards, back for Dahlin. Shot, save made from distance. Saros saw it all the way with traffic in front. Oh, there's the slash. I thought there was... Okay, that's where the slash came from. They were showing another clip of it. I guess they were showing the chance before, and Mikko Rantanen just putting all water all over his stick right now, all over his blade. Eriksson Ek can't win the face-off. Heiskanen gets tied up by Raymond. Lundell trying to clear it. Sweden has not scored on the power play efficiency in the game. They're 0 for 2. This is their third opportunity on the man advantage in the game. There's been a lot of penalties in this one. Dahlin will jump it off. Nylander pass across. Here's Eriksson Ek on the boards, and he'll rim it all the way around. Nylander back for Eriksson Ek behind the net. Eriksson Ek let it go. Rimmed all the way around once again by Raymond. Nylander along the near boards. Nylander moving into the circle. Nylander, backhand pass. Dahlin scores! He rips that one home off the pass by Nylander, and it's a 2-1 game on the power play goal. And Saros is arguing in front of the net. What a shot there by Dahlin. The screen in front. Nylander, a sauce pass. And the Sweden fans love that. And the 15:21 to go in the second period. Mikko Rantanen's penalty. Another Dallas Star that takes a penalty for Finland. It costs them. In the last game, Miro Heiskanen took a penalty and they led to that 3-1 goal. And now, Dahlin scoring 4 minutes and 39 seconds into the second period. Nylander and Raymond with the assists has made this a game again in 2-1. Into the middle, and Zibanejad just missed the pass. Oh, man, Ekman Larsson. Zibanejad in the corner. Trying to get it free is Pettersson. Tied up, Pettersson trying to get it free. Trying to fish it back to the point. Couldn't. Raquel looks to center for Zibanejad. It was open. And it was covered there. And what a play here by Pettersson. Back in, Raquel in the corner. Raquel rimmed it all the way around. Now momentum here for Sweden. That shot into the far corner. And well wide of the net. Flipped up in the air, out of play with 14:38 remaining. A 2-1 game as Finland lets up the power play goal. Dahlin, 8 shots on goal. He has 3 assists and a goal now. Yes, he's done very well here in the tournament. 14:38 to go here in the second. Dahlin rips one home to give Sweden life here in the game, and it's 2-1. Face-off inside of the Finland zone. One face-off, shot from the point, blocked on the way through. Erik Karlsson with the opportunity. Erik Karlsson using the body, trying to get the puck back. Held at the point by Raymond. Tried to backhand that one in and couldn't. And the other way comes Finland. They move it in onside. Aho left it. Aho tried to pass that for Teravainen. Shot by Monin. Paulo deflected. Save made. Lehkonen with the opportunity. As Karlsson now has the puck. Erik Karlsson. Shots are even at 12 in the game. Raymond will move it ahead. Raymond in. Raymond shot. Deflected off a body into the far corner. Karlsson uses the boards to move it around to the opposite corner. Mon Paulo will get it out to center, and that'll be an icing. He iced that one. Thought he had a man open. He did, but the pass was a little bit too fierce there. And so we'll have a face-off inside the Finland end. And now Sweden now with the momentum here in the game. 2-1 Finland. Shots are even at 12 in the game. And this should be an interesting rest of this game in second period. Now Sweden, what did they do now with that power play goal? Hello, Brishti Ronnie. Hopefully I said that right. How are you today? Along the boards, Forsling, a big check there by Granlund along the boards as it's Kempe moving it ahead through the middle. Back in on side, it's Broberg. Nylander in the corner gets the puck. Fed it in deeper. Heiskanen now with the puck now. He will try to get it out of the zone. Rope hands can't clear it. Nylander held it in into the middle. Here's Eriksson along the boards. Fed it in deeper for Kempe. Nylander trying to get it behind the net and he couldn't. Granlund now. The captain gets shoved by Eriksson. Barope Hintz gets it out to center. Rantanen the touch pass here for Lindell. Lindell rimmed it all the way around for Rantanen in the opposite corner. Lost the puck though and Eriksson the other way. Lost it at the blue line. Lusterine and held it in. Rantanen with the opportunity. Shot! Save! Rebound! Rope Hintz couldn't get it. Into the corner it goes. Anderson trying to get it free. Rantanen a backhand pass. Lundell circles behind the net. Looks to center. Rantanen got taken down. Mikkola now with the puck in the corner. A broken twig on the ice. Mikkola goes up top. Shot by Ristolainen wide of the net. And a whistle with 12:33 to go. Finland was putting the pressure in that offensive zone. Wow. They were putting a lot of pressure on Sweden right there. We will be right back. A 2-1 game. Finland with the lead over Sweden. Welcome you back, everybody. A 2-1 lead here for Finland over Sweden here at the Milano Santagulia Ice Hockey Arena. 2-1 lead for Finland. There's an earlier hit, Pedersen, Granlund. Pedersen got flown into the Finland bench. And it's a 2-1 game. Shots are 13-12 in favor of Finland. There's a penalty, actually, on Eriksson Ek for tripping. That's why there was a delay. So a power play for Finland upcoming here. And I think that was because he tripped up Mikko Rantanen, and it was. So Finland will go to the man advantage. And the face-off one here into the middle. That gets broken up. Shorthanded the other way. Comes one-on-one. Wenberg shot blocked on the way through. Saros have to get back off an awkward bounce off the backboards. Granlund reverses that one back here for Rope. Hintz who carries it ahead. Hintz dropped it off. Here is Aho carrying it ahead. They're 0 for 1 on the power play tonight. Aho back up top. Heiskanen goes across for Granlund. Granlund along the boards, now moving into the corner. Rope Heiskanen settled the pass down, and Lindholm trying to clear it. Aho. Mikkola clears it out of the zone for Sweden. Heiskanen now has the puck for Finland. 2-1 game, and a huge power play opportunity to regain the 2-goal lead for Team Finland. Back in on side as it's flipped into the corner. Aho gets it. Aho trying to get it free here. And it's cleared once again by Sweden. A minute remaining here on the power play for Finland. Heiskanen drops it off for Aho, carrying it ahead. Kakko goes cross ice for Rantanen. Rantanen trying to make a move. Poke checked away by Forsling. Here's Bratt shorthanded. Bratt 1-on-2. Bratt holds on to it. Circles back in the corner. Fed it back up top. Long shot deflected wide. Shorthanded opportunity. And now an odd man rush the other way. Lehkonen. Lehkonen back in. In the corner, Armia. Back up top of the point. Across. One-timer by Tolvanen wide. Back up top again. Lindell. Tolvanen fakes the one-timer. Back for Lindell again. Lindell. Tolvanen blocked. Tolvanen back for Lindell. Lindell, the shot! Save made! Gustafsson through the screen. Armia behind the net. Armia flips it to Tolvanen. Back up top for Lindell. Power play is now over. Shot blocked into the corner. Not out of the zone, not out of the play act yet. Armia now knocked down Tolvanen. Ristolainen rimmed it all the way around. And Ekman Larsson now lost it to Lehkonen. Armia, Lehkonen back up top of the point. Ristolainen's shot blocked out of play with 10:10 remaining here in the second period. 2-1 game. Finland has the lead over Sweden. Sweden has some good shorthanded opportunities though on Finland's man advantage though, and it's kind of worrisome here if you're Team Finland, and been kind of shaky here in the second period as they put on the pressure. Forsling's long shot that deflected wide by Kempe. Whew. Just wide. As we approach the halfway point of the game, Granlund leaves it Ristolainen. Back for Granlund in the corner. Or pardon me, Kakko. Shot! Save made. Into the middle. Broken up. Ristolainen holds on to it, patiently waiting on the puck. Ristolainen rimmed it back up top of the point. Mikkola holds it in. And now Landeskog turned it over. Kakko looks to center. No one was there in front. Carlson intercepted. Another turnover. But Eriksson Ek gets the puck now. 15-12, the shots favoring Finland. Pasternak ahead now for Eriksson Ek. Eriksson Ek, shot save made on Saros. Carlson rimmed it all the way around. Not out of the zone. Landeskog, the shot blocked on the way through. And now it is cleared out the center. Carlson now has the puck. Erik Karlsson fed it into the middle. Nylander, the shot! Wide of the net. Karlsson along the boards. Karlsson getting pressure at the blue line by Kakko. And out the center it goes. As Hedman, there's a delayed penalty upcoming to Finland. Delayed call, and it's going against Finland, and a fourth power play opportunity upcoming for Sweden. And it's touched up, and another penalty. This has probably been the most penalized game we've seen so far of the tournament. So Sweden will go to the man advantage when we return. A 2-1 game. Sweden has an opportunity to tie the game here. 2-1, Finland leads.
Holding.
A holding call on Capo Caco. And so a 2-1 game could potentially be 2-2 as Sweden, with 8:57 to go in the second, trying to tie the game on their fourth power play opportunity they scored on their last one. Lundell shoots it down the length of the ice. Played behind the net now is Gustafsson. Dahlin now with the puck. Dahlin has it. Moves it ahead now. Dahlin drops it off for Nylander. Nylander carries it ahead with Eriksson along the boards. Off the back glass is Nylander now in the corner. Played back here to the point for Dahlin. Dahlin holds on to it. Nylander again. Nylander along the goal line. Raymond back for Nylander. Fed back for Dahlin. Nylander again. Nylander back for Dahlin once again. Fed it into the circle. Movement here on this power play. Shot blocked on the way through. Traffic in front. Raymond gets it to Nylander. Shot! Save! A tricky shot, and Nylander was denied by Saros. Raymond back up top again. Long shot by Kempe. Blocked into the corner. Dahlin now with the puck. Dahlin holds on to it along the near boards. Dahlin on the backhand. Forced into the corner, Lundell, and Lundell trying to clear it. Cannot as Kempe held it in. Up in the air, and it's cleared out to center. Back into their own zone with 40 seconds remaining here on the power play. Eriksson Ek dropped it into the middle. Zibanejad. Zibanejad dropped it for Eriksson Ek. Into the corner, Bratt. Zibanejad behind the net, lost it, Lindell. And Forsling will shoot it down the length of the ice. And maybe go for a short-handed opportunity as Erik Haula. Erik Haula just trying to kill off the time here on the clock here with 20 seconds remaining on the Sweden power play. Into the middle, Armia, short-handed, he scores! Oh, wow. A short-handed goal by Yo Armia. And it's 3-1. Wow. What a play along the boards. And Armia on the glove side of Gustafsson, who was all the way down. Thought he was going low. He did not. He roofed it. Beats Gustafsson. And a power play goal, or a short-handed goal actually, on Sweden's power play has given Team Finland a 3-1 lead. So the power play expiring in 15 seconds. Armia turnover here. Pettersson! And the shot went wide. Oh, they almost got it back. Armia with the goal. Hollow with the assist. That'll do it for power play number 4. They're 1 for 4 in the game, and now they let out the shorthanded goal. Hedman carries it ahead, shot wide, and that was offside anyways with 6:52 left to go here in the second. Great play here along the boards to get that past Armia. Man, what a shot there. The board battle won, and Armia gets the shorthanded goal. All alone in front of the net. 6:52 to go. One draw here by Sweden, as they'll go back for the puck. As now they'll try to move it ahead. Broberg and Wenberg trying to get it now. Back in on side of Rantanen. Spinorama move. Rantanen almost made another highlight reel play. Rope hints back up top of the point. Played across here as Mikkola delays on the shot. Circles back. Fed it in deep into the corner. Intercepted there by Carlson. And the other way comes Wenberg. 3-on-2. Back in is Landeskog. Landeskog, the shot! Save! And Broberg was there at the top of the crease and couldn't get the puck. Here's Landeskog again. Shot blocked on the way through. Here's Granlund the other way. Granlund looking for some help. He has hints. Granlund into the middle. Rantanen. Pass blocked on the way through by Anderson. 3-on-2 the other way. Holmberg dropped it off. Wenberg, the shot save made off the pad of Saros. Oh, wow. We got some rush hockey here. Forsling now at the puck. Granlund at center. Flipped back in. Back in onside Teravainen. The shot save made off the pad. Teravainen tried to hold it in. Instead it's Heiskanen, who was offside with 5:35 remaining on the clock. Second period. Welcome you back, everybody. And Finland with a 3-1 lead over Sweden. Join alongside Aaron on Max. As Aaron, welcome you in to our Olympic coverage. As is a 3-1 lead here for Finland. Sweden. And has to find a way here to try to come back in the game. As they're down 3-1. They had a power play, a chance to tie the game. And they instead let up a shorthanded goal. Armia with the goal, and it's 3-1 Finland. And then we had rush chances here, and with 5:35 left to go in there in the second period, it is a 3-1 Finland lead with the shots 18-16. Lindell will move it ahead here for Aho. Left it along the boards. Teravainen into the middle. Can't get it to Lehkonen, who was in the slot. Aho now. Lehkonen the shot wide of the net. Heiskanen gets dumped along the boards by Raymond. Heiskanen will get it once again in the corner. They're battling for the puck, and Dahlin gets it free into the middle. Rasmus Anderson flips it ahead here for Raymond. Raymond in on side. Raymond in shot. Got bothered from behind by Heiskanen. Raymond now at the puck, lost at Lindell. Lindell on the backhand trying to clear it. What a good opportunity there, right, Aaron?
Yeah, I mean, that was like the prime opportunity. All you got to do is take that shot. And Finland's defense just countered perfectly.
Lehkonen behind the net now. As Armia gets it free, the latest goal scorer in the game. Armia with the puck up high. Armia still with the puck. Armia the tough angle shot to the top of the crease. Mikkola another shot. That got blocked into the corner and went out of play. 4:24 to go. Lucas Raymond with the latest opportunity, wanted a penalty as well, I think. But he didn't get it. I know you've only been here for, what, a minute or two, but what do you think of the game, with the score at least?
I can't say I didn't expect this to happen.
Yeah, you could argue that. Yeah, Finland was pretty bad against Slovakia the other day. But they've really surprised me here. They've looked better. If it sounds like we're both tired here, it makes sense.
Yeah, I woke up about 4 minutes ago.
And I haven't gone to sleep since yesterday. Anyways, jeez.
You stay up all night.
Yes, Ristolainen behind the net. I am running on fumes right now.
Yeah, it's only 24 more minutes, man.
Yep. Armia holds it in, try to feed it down low. Armia gets it back, hollow up in the air. It goes over the net. Oh, wow. Armia, and then held in again by Mikkola. Awkward bounce off the glass, and with 3:57 left to go in the second period, it's covered up there by Gustafsson. And what do you think Sweden has to do here to come back in the game? I mean, the shots are pretty pretty even right now. What do you think they got to do?
I mean, they just gotta, not turn it over like that. I was just put right into a finished stick.
Oh,
not exactly sure what the plan was there.
Teletubbies?
Wow.
Wow.
With Dipsy, Lala, what's
And
the other
Poe.
one?
Okay, I was a little too passionate about Poe right there.
Hey, Poe's awesome.
Poe, yeah, the Poe is awesome. Poe is like the best one. Anyways, I don't know why we're talking about Teletubbies. Mon followed the shot, goes wide of the net, and yeah, we're gonna have to do a ranking during the intermission. Who's the best Teletubby? Played back here as it's Mata playing it for Mon Paulo with 3.5 minutes to go in the second period. I'll give you a score update in the other game. 2-0 Slovakia over Italy. That's the other game that's happening right now. And then, the other two games, I think 9:30 starts. Here's Broberg back in. Broberg on the outside. Broberg slows it down into the corner. Zibanejad, Erikssonek, up in the air and out of play. Into the netting with 3:13 left to go. When I was reviewing my notes, and I knew I was going to pull an all-nighter, I called Leon Drysdale. My brother was so confused. He was like, "Who's that?" I'm like, "I don't know who is that. I think I'm losing it." And that was at 2 in the morning, and now it's 6:37 in the morning. I might be losing it.
It's 6:30. What?
6:37.
Remove the 3.
Oh my!
Gotta do it. Gotta do it.
How long ago was it when you woke up? Like 6 or 7 minutes ago?
Actually, yeah, it was about 6 minutes ago.
Oh man! Now they move it ahead as it's dumped back into the corner. As Luostarinen trying to get it along the wall. Played in behind the net. Lundell trying to get it free. It's loose in the corner, and Dahlin and Nylander will move it ahead here. Kempe pressured from behind by Lundell, and moved back Heiskanen, and played along the boards here as it's played in behind the net, and now moved out to center. Lindell into the middle. Lindell holds on to it, lost it to Hedman. Hedman will get the puck back here for Sweden. Rimmed it all the way around to the opposite corner with less than 2.5 minutes to go here in the second period. Sweden could benefit from a goal here in the last 2.5 minutes if they can get one here. But that short-handed goal has become a killer here that Sweden let up. A chance to tie it, and instead they let up the goal to make it a 2-goal lead back for Finland again. Aho along the boards. Aho into the middle for Teravainen. Aho trying to get the puck back along the boards. Ristolainen rimmed it all the way around. Lehkonen let it go for Mikkola along the boards. As Anderson Left it for Forsberg. Forsberg has some trouble. He gets through pressure. As Forsling chips it ahead. Raymond along the near boards. Raymond behind the net. Raymond getting pressured. Raymond looks to center. Forsberg and a save made. A sneaky pass there, and not much of a good shot there, but still a good opportunity. Forsling, and then deflected back in. Armia plays it on the backhand, and it's cleared out by Rantanen, I think. Long the boards, Tolvanen. Oh, jeez. There goes Haula crashing into the glass. Broberg heading out for Landeskog. Saros plays it around, and Armia tried to touch pass into the middle. He did. That deflected out of play with 1 minute and 3 seconds to go. A late hit after the whistle, and Haula pushes Landeskog. With 1 minute and 3 left to go in the second period. I'm glad you're with us here on the MHS Network covering the Winter Olympics. What have you thought of them so far, this Olympic hockey?
I mean, for what I've seen, it's been pretty electric. The games have been like exactly what I predicted.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still nice to see some of the NHL players back after 12 years.
Yeah, I mean, whose bright idea was not to bring him back for 12 years? Gary Bettman. Nah. You're going to pull him out of this one, too. They didn't finish this arena, and they thankfully did. It's shorter than regular NHL ice. Here's the Benajad. So, I'm glad we still get Olympic hockey, but it's so early.
How much shorter is the ice?
I think center ice is like super, like an inch or two shorter. I have to look it up.
Okay, so it's not that much of not much of a difference.
As Pettersson plays it back. Sweden trying to get a goal here in the final seconds of the period. Just trying to make it 3-2. Raquel feeds it back to the point. Oh, that was a good opportunity that just was flubbed on. Raquel now. Raquel behind the net with 13 to go. Raquel as Benajad's getting tied up with someone in the opposite corner. What is happening? Benajad, and he wanted a penalty so bad. He is yelling at the referee. Referees in the game, Gord Dwyer and Chris Rooney. Both have worked in the NHL level of officiating, and are we getting penalties out of this?
They can't fight.
They can't fight either, because if they do fight, it's game ejections. So,
well, it depends on the severity.
Mm-hmm.
If they keep going, it might be an ejection, but it is a major.
Yes, that's what I've been hearing. Look at this. This was all happening in the. Yep.
I mean, that's great discipline.
Yep. Chris Rooney's like, you know what? That's enough of that. So Benajad gets a penalty out of that. Oh, wow. Or Heiskanen goes to the box, too. Well, it's going to be 4-on-4, I think.
I don't quite get why Heiskanen's in the box.
No,
He just kind of sat there and took it.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. There's been a lot of penalties in the game. Sweden's had 4 power plays. They've scored 1 goal. They've allowed a shorthanded goal. Finland's had 2 power plays, I think, in the game. And, yeah, a lot of chances on the man advantage here. It's been rare to see 5-on-5. So I think we're having 4-on-4. Because they didn't fight or anything, so that's what I'm assuming. And so the faceoff will be inside of the Finland zone off the draw. One here, shot from the point, wide of the net at the horn. That'll do it, and everyone gets physical in front of the net. Uh-oh, oh, here we go. Punches delivered there. Mikkola and Kempe. Kempe loses his helmet for the second straight period. Eriksson Ek now. Oh, wow. Look at this. This is allowable. It's not like they're fighting, so it's fine.
Of course.
Of course. Eriksson Ek, Mikkola's lost his helmet. They are still tied up against each other. Oh, wow. Look at this. Wow. Okay, and they just cut the commercial right after that. All right. That's cool, I guess. So we'll switch it to our intermission report, and Aaron, I know you weren't here for probably, I don't even know, not even half of that period. You're gone for like more than half the game already. But what do you think of the game so far, at least for the moment that you've seen?
It's looked pretty defensive. Even though the score's 3-1, they still don't like. They haven't really gotten as many shots off as I would expect.
Mm-hmm.
Or if they do get a shot off, it's not exactly the
A high
quality
danger,
type
yeah.
of shot. Yeah, they
Mm-hmm.
don't put so much pressure on the net as I expect. And I know it's a 2-goal lead, and Finland can just try and time waste. But you still got to try and close the game out.
Yep, that's something they got to do here. So a 3-1 lead here for Finland. Let's go over the goal scoring. There's some. Oh wait, we're not gone yet. There.
Sweden, Victor.
What's happening here? They're explaining something. I think there's gonna be penalties out of this.
Yeah, I mean they were throwing punches.
Maybe they can call roughing. Right now, in the other game, Slovakia and Italy. Italy's getting outshot 26-11, but it's a 2-1 game, and they're on the man advantage. And these are the highlights from the second period. A 2-0 lead. And this was a chance here early on. Kako. We can't show the footage because apparently Olympics are just like super strict about the footage because fun, right?
Yeah, whatever you said, man. That TikTok saying copyright in the middle of the screen did nice.
Yep. Totally. Oh, and then look at this hit. Sending him into the bench. Took a seat. Wow. That's the wrong bench, buddy.
How nice of the Finnish player to catch him.
Mm-hmm. How nice. That's not where you're supposed to park, guy. That's not where you're supposed to park.
You can't park there.
Can't park there. Can't park there. I messed up the own saying. I see. This is how bad I'm. This is how I can't run with this. I'm so like my eyes are gonna give out. But this is a nice. This is a nice shot by Darlene on the power play that made it 2-1. Look at these AI kind of 3D shots. So it's a 2-1 game at that point. Darlene with the goal. And this is a power play for Finland. Look at this. Shorthanded. This was a chance here for Alexander Wenberg, and it went off the boards awkwardly. Not to say Sweden's not had their chances, but they haven't capitalized on some of them, though. I mean, look at this. It's such a broken play. It almost looked like they were going to get the goal. And then this was a great chance by Nylander in the slot, and I think he just fires that one wide. Let's see. Oh, it hit the post. That one hit the post, actually. I thought that went wide. And then this is the shorthanded goal. Wow, that's a nothing play right there. Joe Armia with a goal. That's a nothing play there, Aaron. This is a board battle. And the win there along the boards. Armia puts it home.
Bar down. That's nice.
Yeah, it's a nice goal. Short-handed, by the way. And a 3-1 lead for Finland. Finland trying to get their first win against Sweden since 1998 with NHL players in the lineup. It was a 2-1 win for Finland in the quarterfinals on February 18th of 1998. Finland has not beaten Sweden ever since 1998, which is unbelievable. That's crazy, huh?
Yeah.
1998. That's a long time ago. That is a very long time ago. Now everyone's just dipping on our intermission report. No one wants to see Aaron's minute, I guess. Wow, this is so sad.
Aaron's minute at 7:48 won't happen.
Yep. They didn't get it. They didn't get it in Max Out Sports, so they're gonna have to get it here. The Google Drive files were not ready.
My iPhone did not want to transfer files quick. Like it was 300 kilobytes a second. That was
Holy
bad.
moly, that is yikes.
There's some buttons down with the speeds. How long are your intermissions? Is it 20 minutes?
Intermissions are 15, so they're shorter than regular hockey NHL ones. Usually the NHL ones are like 18, 19 minutes. This one it's like 5 to 4 minutes cut down.
Dang.
So we get quicker intermissions. Yeah. Can you believe the gold medal game of this tournament is going to be played at 7 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday?
Oh boy.
Next weekend, not this weekend, next weekend.
I would hope it's not this weekend.
Whose bright idea was to have these games so early? I'd be seeing what's it called, curling on before dang hockey in the afternoon. Like, are we for real?
Yeah.
I was watching curling before a game started. I'm like, who watches this?
Curling's actually super tough. You're just a hater.
I guess I am, because I just don't get why people are like freaking out that this guy is like using the brooms, like, hurry, slow it down, and then it's just like, oh jeez, and the crowd's like so lively. I'm like, what the heck is going on? There's no way we're getting hyped over dang curling. Like, they're so like into it. I'm like, there's no way we're that into the curling, guys. Like, are we for real, guys? Oh. I'll go over the goals again. With the assists at least. Rasmus Dahlin on the power play. Nylander and Raymond with the assists. And then the 3-1 goal by Armia, assisted by Eric Halla and Esa Lindell. That was shorthanded, and a 3-1 lead for Finland. And what does Sweden have to do going into this third period? We haven't seen a comeback in the Olympics. Do you think we could see one here?
There's a pretty good chance because, like you said, Finland hasn't lost to Sweden since 1998, and I feel like they have their number. I guess just not tonight, though.
Right now, it isn't. At least there's still a lot of time, and Finland trying to get 3 points out of this, because remember, this is the new IIHF rules, where it's a 3-2-1 point system. If you get a win, it's 3 wins. A regulation win is 3 points. 2 points is an overtime/shootout win. 1 point is an overtime/shootout loss, and 0 points is a regulation loss. So it's a different system than the National Hockey League's standings. And yeah, I just don't get why this is so dang early, and then we have to watch the dang ice skate, the figure skating happen at like a dang 7 o'clock. I'm like, oh my goodness. I get it. Figure skating is like basically the Olympics, right? The Olympics is basically just figure skating, right? It's like the main thing. Yeah. It's like the main thing. But like, are we for real, guys? We're just gonna see some twirls here?
Max really hates figure skating, if you guys could tell.
No, I just hate that they have hockey so dang early. I should not be getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, or in my case, staying up till 5 o'clock in the morning pulling an all-nighter.
You did that to yourself. You can't blame the IIHF for an early start time when you could have gone to sleep.
You also skipped like the first half, so I don't want to hear it.
Oh, whatever. I slept like a baby. I was cozy in my weighted blanket. You gotta.
And your weighted. Oh, and your weighted blanket. Oh, no wonder why you missed like the first half.
Yeah. 20 pounds.
Ooh, I know that's comfortable. Oh, I'm about to take the biggest nap ever.
You're gonna sleep until like 8 p.m. What do you mean nap?
You know what? Screw it. We'll just do another game later. What's on later? Let's see. We'll just do. You know what?
We're gonna stay on live the whole time.
No, because if I go to sleep right now, my sleep schedule is gonna get messed up like crazy.
Did you go France, Czechia, or Canada, Switzerland?
Oh, we'll do Canada. Heck yeah, Canada. Canada played good in the last game we commentated with them, and we had like a bunch of viewers for Canada. Who will win? One of the
I mean, I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong.
Would you be for the full game in Canada won? Would you be in the full game? Would you be at the start of the game for the broadcast if you were
probably not.
Then what's the point of doing it? Oh my goodness.
Oh my days.
Oh, holy slacker over here.
I'm a slacker for wanting to like be productive today.
We're being productive right now. We're hosting an intermission report with the graphics still saying NHL and MHS when it's the Olympics, but it still applies.
Hey, nothing says you can't slap the text Olympics right now over it. We just lost 8 people.
See, because they said you weren't going to be able to do the Canada game, and they all got mad.
Dude, that's so boring when you talk about. I never want to commentate hockey. Like any other sport is perfectly fine. I'll do golf even.
Here we go. Oh, hold on. Here we go. There we go.
Yeah. The NHL Olympics on NHL. We got every person back. Yes.
Wow,
Yes.
now they know it's Olympics. Oh my goodness, this is great. Finland. Finland.
They couldn't tell from the title, so they had to click on it and see the big black rectangle text says Olympics.
I just when Army just I can't say the last name. Rocky Kainen. I said that so bad. I feel so bad. When he said Finland in the chat, I just think of that one scene on SpongeBob where he's like, Patrick's like, Finland. Just out of nowhere, he just says Finland because. Oh my god! This is what happens when the play-by-play guy hasn't slept, and the other guy has slept and he's rested, and he has humor right now, and I don't.
Dude, I have like 6 or 7 jokes lined up in the
Oh
chamber.
my goodness! Oh my goodness, bro! Oh jeez!
Yeah.
I guess Aaron's minute. Yeah, you take it away. Your 6:56 a.m. Central version of Aaron's minute because you couldn't get.
Well, actually, it's 7:56 Eastern time.
Either way, no one saw your dang Aaron's minute for dang Max Out Sports, so you might as well make it up right now. Olympic version.
What do you mean the Olympic version? I don't know. I don't have the Olympics. Come on.
I'm just saying Olympic version because we're just doing the Olympics.
Oh, okay.
Just put the fancy title on there.
Wow, good text bar, Max.
You're welcome.
Well,
No need to thank
I guess
me.
I guess we'll keep it in the Olympics right now.
Mm-hmm.
Slovakia is leading Italy 2-1. I don't know if that's expected or not because I don't know who's on the roster.
Italy's doesn't have any NHL players. See that now I know why our viewership is so low. Someone's doing Sweden versus Finland, and it's dating Steve Dangle's whatever sport network or podcast network, and he has 627 viewers in that one.
Is he actually?
Yes. Wow.
Sweet.
Wow, they're just taking away the viewers from the small
Oh.
guys over here.
Holy crap. Well, they have a face cam and they're panning back and forth and they're just yapping.
It's pre-recorded. At least we're live.
Hey, F1 Bahrain testing day 3 commentary plus live timing has 5.8 thousand people watching. I think they're taking our viewers.
Oh wow, that's not cool, man.
No, Hockey Nation live show is also stealing our viewers.
Wow.
They have 65.
Wow. This is so rigged. Can't make a living in this business.
They hate us because they hate us.
At least we're doing it live, not like they're pre-recorded intermissions. Never will we ever do that.
We could never do pre-recorded stuff.
Yeah, because we didn't. Yeah, no.
Holy crap!
Let's look-
Boston College beat Boston 6-2.
Yeah, that was for the bean pot. And you're just looking to the streams now.
I looked at it because I was curious, and the thumbnail says 6-2 and end of period. And I'm like, whoa, what
Right.
happened?
Let's look at our poll in the chat here. 57 votes, and 61% of them have gone to Finland, 39% to Sweden. And who do you agree on that, Finland or Sweden? Who do you think's gonna win?
I think a team will come out on top at the end of this
Oh
hockey game.
my goodness, such a neutral answer. Oh my.
Probably the one with more points.
Oh wow, I would have never guessed that.
No, but I do think Finland is going to take out Sweden.
Okay.
Get some history in.
All right. Jeez.
One of them.
Oh my goodness. This is what happens. This is what happens.
Before I fell asleep, I was playing college football 12. Or NCAA football 12. I was rebuilding Eastern Michigan. And my schedule, my first game was against number 3 Florida State. And then I lost like 82-3.
Oh, jeez.
It was pretty fun. And then my remaining schedule is like 3 more ranked teams than Texas A&M and then my whole conference.
Wow.
So prepare to lose.
Prepare to lose? That's insane.
No, Texas A&M better prepare to lose. They will never beat the Eastern Michigan. I don't know what they're called.
So it seems like we're going to be back here for the third period, and all our viewership's
Evil.
losing because the Steve Dangle thing is taking all our viewers. How dare they? Wow, we just saw like the worst spike. See, this is what happens when you bring an analyst in.
We should totally like plug our channel in there.
Total.
I'll go on an alt and do that.
Oh, jeez.
Guys, if you want a better stream, come over here.
Oh, jeez.
I'll see if it works.
If it doesn't work, it's so stupid. So I think we got. If you're still with us, the 4 that are still with us, welcome back, everybody.
14 that are still with us.
14. The 14 that are still with us. A 3-1 lead here for Finland, and I think we got penalties out of that. I'm not sure what the calls were. Zibanejad's in the box still, I think. And
Yeah, it took like 5 seconds of his power play.
Eriksson's going to the box now, too. Kempe is going into the box now, too, for Sweden. So 3 Sweden players in the box. I don't know if we're getting the man advantage here. No, we're not, because that's 3 players for Finland. Heiskanen, what is that?
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
77.
77. Oh, that's Mikola. And you should know that. It's a Florida Panther. How dare you? Ristolainen.
I didn't read the roster. I like skimmed over it
Wow.
for like 3 minutes. I looked at all the Florida Panthers players.
Finland win 4-1, said someone in the chat. Damn, I mean, they have a good chance of doing that. But wouldn't it be more fun if we went to overtime?
Wouldn't it be more fun if Finland pulled like a Boston in every round of the playoffs they've ever been?
That would not be fun for the Finland fans in the building.
Really?
Yeah, there's a lot of people with
Oh, yeah,
flags.
no.
The USA game was hilarious because I just like. There's this one guy that didn't have USA or Latvia. He just had a Detroit Red Wings flag instead. I'm like, okay.
I mean, that's in the United States, so I see what he was doing.
I'm like, yeah, okay. Just don't bring the flag. Just bring the dang Detroit Red Wings. We get it. We get it. 15 seconds in, and a lot of penalties out of that. Roughing on Kempe. Deflected back in. Sweden will need 2 to tie it. As Lindell has the puck now. He'll use the boards to try to clear it. He will. And will that be an icing? Yes, it will be. 30 seconds in. There's Victor Hedman. We saw him in that stadium series, that crazy stadium series before the break. Tampa came back from 4 goals down. That was insane. And, yeah, I was the one there. You weren't, so.
Whatever, dude.
Whatever.
You were telling me about it. I was talking to my girlfriend. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Social life. Wow. Unbelievable.
Imagine.
Imagine, bro. Imagine. Talking to your girlfriend over the stadium series comeback. Unbelievable. That's unbelievable, bro. Jeez, I can't take this seriously. It's still a game here.
Well, imagine there's like, whoa! Imagine it was like 3-4 at the end of this. How many goals is that? Like 6 or 7?
Oh my goodness.
Yes, that's 3.
Oh jeez.
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh god. All right. Anyways, a minute left into the third period.
Whoa.
Mata will move it ahead. Holy Mata now. Granlund. Granlund's shot directed into the corner. Rope hints now, and Pedersen left it for Bratt. Bratt will move it into the middle for Nylander. Nylander is going to be huge. Who gets the next goal here in the next 18 and a half minutes here, because if Sweden gets it, it's a 3-2 game. If Finland gets it, it's a 4-1 game. And it could really put some distance to this one or make it a tight game here in the end. That was not Pasternak. That was Nylander. Back in on side is Bratt. Bratt now back for Nylander along the boards. Nylander passes to nobody. Passes out to center ice. Back into the Sweden zone is Rasmus Andersson. Broken stick on the ice. As now is Raquel dumping it back in. Landeskog trying to get on the forecheck. Behind the net now. Raquel, a backhand! Save Saros! Rebound still loose at the side of the cage! It is covered! Oh, wow. What a stop by UC Saros at the side of the cage. Did you see that? Wow. Big stop there.
Someone looked like he got the wind knocked out of him.
I think he did. Let's see here. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
that might have been the shoulder. Oh, that's
that arm. Yeah, that's the arm.
That's Philip Broberg. Oh, Brope Hintz. Yeah, Dallas Stars. Yeah. Anyways.
Whoa, we injure people. Yeah.
Dallas is never a physical team. If you're getting hurt by Rope Hintz, I'm sorry to say it, but are we for real? Are we for real right now? Rope Hintz? Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. Broberg, yeah, unfortunate there for Philip Broberg. It's his shoulder. And so, a 3-1 lead here for Finland. Along the boards, it is fought for. Landeskog trying to get it free. He will. Behind the net now as they try to score to make it a 3-2 game. Erik Karlsson's shot blocked on the way through and cleared out the center as it's played back here. Karlsson. And moved ahead here by Dahlin, who has a goal in the game. The only goal in the game, into the middle. That was intended for Wenberg. That got blocked away. And not out of the zone just yet as Sweden held it in. So no, they didn't. It's a whistle here with 17:22 left to go. The shots are 20-18 in favor of Sweden. If you're tuning in with us, Max and Aaron, here on the MHS Network covering the Olympic hockey, we've had seen a great spike of viewership and subscribers here on the channel.
902. Yeah, 900.
We're at 900 now? Oh, wow.
Yeah, 902.
Oh, wow. In just
About to
two...
get to you're about to get to the best area code, 904.
Oh. It was at 802 before we started the Olympic coverage. We've gained
You got 100 subscribers.
in 2.5 days. Wow. That's unbelievable.
Dude, you're famous.
We're famous, guys.
Remember that one time I commentated the Stanley Cup Finals and had to hold back whatever anger I was suppressing in Game 6.
Oh, yeah. And then when
Yeah,
Barkov scored, you glazed him so hard.
Whatever. Yeah, we got 24 of it. Plug worked.
Welcome you back if you're just tuning in with us. And we have coverage if you're a new viewer in the chat watching the game. We'll cover the Stanley Cup Finals, Stanley Cup Playoffs, Frozen Four college hockey. We already did that earlier on before the Olympics started.
Yes, we provided him the ESPN Plus.
Yes, thank you so much.
I could tell.
Oh, geez. 68 votes in the poll, 63% going to Finland. And you're just one away. Shot wide of the net, rebound, and it goes to the top of the crease. It was me if you couldn't tell. Wow. Would have never known. Heiskanen shot, delayed penalty upcoming here, and it's going against Sweden. Uh-oh. Here we go.
Exactly ideal if you want a comeback.
Sweden penalty, number 3 at 2 minutes, cross-checking.
A cross-checking call, and so Finland will go to the man advantage as Oliver Ekman-Larsson, a former Florida Panther, will go to the penalty box. Now plays for the Toronto Maple Leafs. And another penalty drawn there by Mikko Rantanen. He's drawn like 3 of them in the game. This has been a penalty-filled game. Oh, that
was so cool.
Yeah, almost an own goal. You're right. Along the board, so Finland back to the power play for the 3rd or 4th time. I've lost track. There's been so many power plays in this game, you would have never known how much are there. Like probably 6 or 7. Oh, jeez.
Yes.
I think it's actually 6. This is gonna be the 7th power play of the game. So I'm
Just
not actually.
keep it coming, man. Just keep it coming.
Dropped it, and Aho leaves it out of the
Oh.
reach. Oh, that was a terrible pass. A high sticking call on Finland.
Just even.
I think, or was played via high stick. I think it was played via high stick, not a penalty. It looked like a penalty at first. It was not. There's Rope Hintz. 4 shots on goal, -2 ±. Plays for the Dallas Stars. No goals, no assists so far in the tournament.
Never really known what plus minus means. I'm gonna find out.
Plus minus. If you're on a goal against, you get a minus. If you're a goal for, you get a plus. So that's like the difference.
Wow.
Heiskanen dropped it off, and Aho feeds it for Rantanen in the corner. Back for Heiskanen. Back for Rantanen once again. Rantanen the shot! Save made! Gustafsson. Granlund back up top. Heiskanen. Back for Granlund in the circle. Granlund holds on to it. Granlund. Great pass to Heiskanen. Rantanen, a one-timer! And a glove save, Gustafsson. .55 seconds to go on the power play for Finland. And a good chance there by Mikko Rantanen. And that was at the kind of a tough angle, but he was able to get it off. Face-off 1, and not out of the zone just yet as Granlund held it in. Less than 50 to go on the power play. Aho tries to center. It was intercepted by Zibanejad. Here they come shorthanded. Maybe a 2-on-1 if they can hurry. Zibanejad tried to feed it. And that looked like maybe a penalty there, but they didn't call it. Mikko Rantanen. Armia now. 5 minutes into the third period. Mikko Rantanen trying to get through Broberg. Mikko Rantanen in the corner. Out muscling Zibanejad. But then it's cleared out of the zone with 25 seconds to go on the power play. Shots are even at 21 in the game. As now it is Esa Lindell with the puck now. Moved it ahead here. Lehkonen dumped it back in from the blue line with 10 seconds remaining on the power play. Tolvanen behind the net. Plays it back up top to the point. Heiskanen back for Lindell. Back up top again. Armia. Along the boards, Tolvanen. Lindell back for Tolvanen once again. The shot blocked on the way through. And power play is over. As now they're 0 for 3. Along the boards is tied up Armia and Forsling. Lehkonen back up top. Long shot by Mikkola went wide from the point. Teravainen off the glass and went out of play with 14:10 left to go in the third period. And thoughts on that power play?
I mean, I can't exactly say it was a good power play. They had that shot, I think, was like the only thing that they had going.
Yeah, the power play for Finland has been brutal. It's not really created any chances here in the game, and it's just been brutal for them. Off the draw, one here. Mikkola's shot off the draw went wide. Played around the boards, and it's played there along the boards and out to center. Here is Mikkola flipping it out to center. Here is Kakko trying to knock it down, and he couldn't. Intercepted again. Here's Nylander off his stick. Mikkola now on the backhand. Pressured by Eriksson from behind. In the corner. There's a penalty upcoming again. And I think this is going on Finland. I think. We'll see what the call is when they come back from a commercial there. We'll not go to commercial. We'll go to Aaron's Minute. Take it away.
Oh boy. Was not prepared for that. All right.
You always got to be prepared for that, Aaron.
Oh, I know. It's awesome.
It's your
I'm
minute.
my cat and trying to do this.
You can't?
Yeah,
let your cat do it.
in. His name's Gale.
Oh, well,
Wherever
it's
it
Gale's
is.
minute. We're replacing you.
Where are you going, cat? You can't just walk out. And don't meow at me from my own door.
Ooh.
Oh, never mind. It's coming back.
Wow.
All right. Well,
This is
in the
thrilling
third
play-by-play with Gale versus Aaron right now. Thrilling.
Yeah.
This is thrilling action right now.
I know, it's crazy. Slovakia is still up 2-1 on Italy. The thing I used to get my data doesn't work, so it only shows goals. So I don't know what actually is happening.
Okay, I can see the game because I have it on my TV. I have this our game on the monitor. It's 14 minutes left to go in the third period. Shots are 30-16 in favor of Slovakia. And
Dang.
but it's 2-1.
All right. Well, baseball's just around the corner. We have about a week left until the first spring training game. Will kick off Yankees-Orioles at 1:05.
You're gonna do that because you
Um,
love baseball.
No, I'll actually be at school.
Oh, fun. That's fun.
Dude, you can't even say you won't be either, because
Ah.
your spring break ends after this week, doesn't it?
It's not even spring break for me. It's just a winter
So what?
break.
Finland
This is
penalty number
winter
15,
break?
2 minutes holding the stick.
It's a midwinter break. That's what they call it. And then we get spring break like 3 weeks from now. So fun.
That's stupid.
Okay. Skill issue. Anyways, so a penalty on Mikala. He goes to the box. So a chance here for Sweden. This is like a must score right here for Sweden. Wouldn't you think?
Of course. I mean, you gotta put some shots up. I know it's tied. You have to get that like 4 or 5 shot lead, or you could increase it to like a 5 or 6 shot lead.
And cleared
a
out of the
7.
zone by Lusterinen. The 5th opportunity on the man advantage for Sweden. They're 1 for 4. This is their 5th opportunity. If they lose this game, they're going to blame it on special teams because they haven't been able to score on their power play. Nylander carries it ahead. Played into the corner. Eriksson Ek. Nylander. Let it go back to the point. Held in by Dahlin. Had that power play goal on the first chance. And now Raymond. Back for Dahlin again. Back for Raymond. Raymond shoots! Save made. Eriksson Ek was parked in front as a screen in front. Dahlin shot! And a save made again. Nylander in the corner. Nylander has it. Fed it down low. Raymond in front. Oh, the shot goes wide by Kempe. Nylander now. Holds on to it. Left it for Dahlin. Dahlin fakes the shot. Now to Kempe in the circle. Shot. Save. Rebound. Joe Exer. Eriksson Ek with the opportunity. And it goes over the net and cleared out of the zone by Teravainen. Some good chances here for Sweden, wouldn't you think?
I would say so. They're actually taking a good bit of damage. That 4-shot advantage. Maybe not some quality shots, but it's still putting pressure.
Forsberg back for Raquel along the boards. Now goes behind the net. And played back up top of the point. Carlson, the pass is out of the reach. Forsberg now. Raquel. 30 seconds to go on the power play. A 3-1 lead for Finland, and this seems like a must score here for Sweden. Raquel will move it ahead. Dropped it off here for Zibanejad. Back for Raquel again. Forsberg has it. Forsberg at the point. Works it in deeper along the boards. Back up top. Carlson across Zibanejad. Bounced on his stick. 10 to go on the power play. Zibanejad works it behind the net. Centering pass by Landeskog. Here's Forsberg. Now back for Landeskog. Back for Forsberg. The shot. Zibanejad's shot was fanned on. And that'll do that. And that'll be an icing on Sweden. Or Finland, pardon me. With 11:35 to go. So they came and changed their penalty killers that were on there. So a huge opportunity there for Sweden to take advantage of the tired skaters on the ice. This is the chance here right in front. Oh, this was a good chance here. Does this go over the... Oh, he makes the save. Wow.
It's a great save.
I don't think he even meant to make that save. And this great block shot here by Lehkonen. Wow. That would have been a for sure goal if that got through. If that wasn't blocked. Eriksson Ek with 4 shots on goal. The referees are making sure that they have every skater from Finland on the ice right now. Make sure, because they did ice the puck. 26-21, the shots favoring Sweden. With 11:35 remaining here in the third period, a 3-1 game. Finland with the lead. And they're still trying to sort this out. Someone's lying on the bench. Someone is lying about, oh, I wasn't on there.
Do you think there's a too many men?
Nah, I don't think they're going to call that. No. I don't think there's too many men. I think they are just getting the players that were on the ice before when it was iced. That's what they were trying to make sure of. Anyways, it doesn't even matter because Finland will get the change as they clear the puck out of the zone. Sent back in as it's behind the net now for Ristolainen. Ahead now. That got intercepted along the boards. As Mikko Rantanen fed in the middle. Mikkola will tip it back in. Carlson played that back here for the chance there for Ekman Larsson. And now they'll move it ahead. Holmberg. Here is a pass across. Pettersson shot. Blocked. Along the boards, Nylander. One of the Finland players went down there. No penalty. Nylander. Shot fanned on. Gets it back. Sent it in deeper. Out of the reach of everybody in Mount Paulo. Trying to clear it. He will. Big hit there. Wow. Did you see that?
I would say beautiful hit.
Now they move it back in again. They backhand that one back in. Raquel trying to get to the loose puck. Lindell knocked it down. There's a Benajad. Turned it over to Ravainen. Cleared out the center. Anderson now. Comes the question now. That power play had opportunities, but they need to score on those opportunities, Sweden. So when do you got to say here, they got to get something going now. They got to get a goal here. Maybe if they can get some momentum in the game. Shot went wide of the net. As it is clear down the length of the ice for an icing. Who do you think has the momentum right now in the game?
I think, although down, Sweden has some of the momentum because that power play put a lot of pressure, and they haven't really slowed.
Mm-hmm. And is that Mikko Rantanen? Is he okay? I cannot have Mikko Rantanen.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. That's an obvious boarding. Are we not going to call that now? Oh, jeez. They're trying to injure Mikko Rantanen. He's just so good that he... Unbelievable. 3 shots on goal for Mikko Rantanen. Lehkonen looks to center. That goes cross ice. If they try to injure any down start, I will be very mad. Anyways. And icing here with 9:47 to go on Sweden. And if you're just tuning in with us, 31 of y'all are tuned in with us here. Aaron and Max, and we're usually the crew that does the NHL broadcasts. Right, Aaron?
We're just so much cooler than everyone else.
Yep. We're not pre-recorded.
Of course. You could chat. You could ask us to say anything.
Not
if you really wanted us to.
Okay. Heiskanen dumped it in deeper to the corner, and it is possible. Broberg moved it out. Raymond lost it, and off the boards. That's going to be an icing. Lindell ices the puck there with 9:32 to go in the third period. And the faceoff will go back in the Finland zone, and a chance here for Sweden to get something off the offensive zone faceoff. As, man, the next goal is big, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, it will decide the game for sure.
That's the type of game we got here. If it's 3-2, we could have a really nice finish to this one. But if it's 4-1, Finland's gonna take control of that. Off the draw, one here, shot save made off the pad, a rebound shot. That goes wide. Dahlin, it went on the goal line. It was right at the goal line, and it was taken away and iced the other way. Finland just saved an own goal. Oh, Dahlin trying to go for his second of the game. Had one going in, and who saved the puck? Oh, Anton Lundell of the Florida Panthers just saved a goal.
That's my cat.
You didn't even know who it was.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, wow. False alarm, Sweden fans. False alarm. Behind the net now, it is Dahlin. Was trying to go for a second of the game. And Lundell just saved the goal. Or else it would have been 3-2. Carlson back in. Carlson the shot. Blocked into the corner with less than 9 minutes to go. Here in the third period. Out to center. Race for the puck here as it goes into the corner for Haula. Eric Haula along the boards. Lost it to Dahlin. Armia now trying to fish it free. And Dahlin tripped him on his own stick. Tovinen's off the crossbar. Penalty upcoming, though. And it's going to be on Finland. So if that did go in or not, I don't think that hit the crossbar either way. It's going to be a power play here for Sweden, I believe. I think we do have a penalty here on Finland. Wouldn't you think? I
I
think
would
it was
think so. It looks like it.
because he got one of the Sweden players got tripped up. That's what I'm guessing. I think it's a penalty on Finland, and I think I'm right. Let's hope I'm right. Or else I look.
I think I'm right. My knowledge is just so superior.
Okay. Okay. All right.
I mean, I've watched. This is like my 71st game of hockey I've ever watched.
You're
This is like
71st.
something like that.
Wow. If you're tuning in with us right now, we'll have Stanley Cup final coverage. We'll have the rest of the NHL regular season coverage. We'll have maybe AHL Calder Cup. Remember we did the Calder Cup finals? That's still the most viewed stream on the channel. 522 it peaked. And yesterday's game though was competing with that one though. You know how much it peaked in yesterday's game was like 389.
Really? That's
yes,
insane.
it was Canada versus
Oh.
yeah, Canada.
We have a lot of Canadian fan base. I'm just
duh.
realizing.
I mean,
It's hockey.
it's hockey. But I mean, imagine we do USA. Oof.
Ooh.
US.
If USA matches up with Canada, that's gonna be like 1,000 view game.
That guaranteed. Everyone's gonna be doing it, and they're gonna take away from the small people that are trying to make a business here.
I don't think 902 subscribers is quite small.
2 minutes, tripping.
2 minutes for tripping on Eric Holla. This is what I thought. Yeah, I thought his own teammate tripped him up, so I didn't think it was gonna be a penalty. But they do call it. And look at Eric Holla's reaction. Oh, that stick ain't cheap though.
No, those are mighty pricey.
So the sixth power play chance for Sweden, and I know you're waiting for a 7th opportunity. If they do
I wonder why.
I wonder why. Erikssonek and Aho on the face-off dot. This is a must-score for Sweden. As Raymond gets it free off the draw. 1 for 5 on the power play as Sweden in the game. Here's Raymond in the slot. Shot! Hit the outside of the net. Nylander in the corner. Nylander near the goal line. Nylander centered shot. Kempe blocked on the way through. Kempe now along the boards. Feeds that back up top. One-timer Nylander's stick broke. Wow, that's unlucky for him. Dahlin now for Raymond along the boards. Got pressured there by Armia. There is a chance here down low. Backhander. Stave made there by Saros. Dahlin across for Raymond. Raymond holds on to it in the circle. Shot down low to Nylander in the goal line. Nylander holds on to it. Centered shot. Save, rebound, loose, and it's cleared. Dahlin with the opportunity. They're getting chances here. Raymond dropped it off for Landeskog. A minute left to go. Time is ticking off here on the clock, and they got to get one here quickly. Carlson.
That 10-shot advantage is actually so wild.
Forsberg. Lindell forcing him off the puck, but held in the zone by Carlson. Carlson, one-timer, Zibanejad, and a save made. Saros made a big save there on Mika Zibanejad on a one-time opportunity. Raquel back in. Zibanejad along the boards. Left it. Landeskog. Zibanejad back up top. Carlson at the blue line. Back for Zibanejad in the circle. Back for Carlson again. Zibanejad fakes the one-timer. Zibanejad across. Forsberg back up top. Shot. Carlson wide. And out of play it goes. Will that be a delay of game? I don't think it will. I think it deflected off a stick. And I think Armia's hurt. Someone's hurt for Finland. Oh, the block shot. Aho. Or who was that? Mikkola. Uh-oh. That could be another injury for the Florida Panthers.
Oh boy. Don't need that.
I mean, you're already in last place, so.
We are? I thought we were 7th.
Close to last place.
Something like that.
13 seconds with the goal on the power play for Sweden. They got to score here. And they're just letting chances go away. They've gotten chances, but they haven't been able to score. They need a goal here quickly. As a shot from the boards was blocked on the way through. Lehkonen was able to block it and cleared out the center. Power play number 6 is done. They're 1 for 6 in the game, and the power play is going to be the question and maybe why they didn't win this game. Carlson now will stretch it ahead. Raymond flips it back in. To the corner it goes. Gets centered out in front by Holmberg. Loose puck at the front of the cage. And now it is picked up here by Rantanen, who flips it out to center. That will be icing on Finland with 6:09 to go in the third. When do you pull the goaltender if you're still down 3-1?
I would say somewhere around the 3-minute mark because you still have to keep yourself in the game.
Oh, and Mikola's going down to the locker room. Oh, boy.
Oh, yes,
Another
sir.
injury. Oh no.
I mean, these Olympics are rough. You got to be physical if you want to win your country games.
3-1 Slovakia right now. They just scored.
Nice.
Off the draw, one here from the point. Shot save made off the pad of Saros, who's having a redemption game right now. Rantanen forced out. Landeskog the shot blocked on the way through. Granlund stretches it ahead and Hintz was on the breakaway if it's settled down. Landeskog. And now it is moved ahead here by Ekman Larsson. Forced out again. Breakaway chance for Lundell. He's in. Save made. Gustafsson on Anton Lundell. That's a big stop right there.
It's an incredible stop.
Wow. Spectacular stop there. Wow. Unbelievable. So a 3-1 lead still with 5:38, 5:39. I stopped mine a little late, so it says 5:37, but I don't think it's 5:37.
It's one of those.
One of those, Can we have overtime? That's what I'm asking for.
You really just want to do like 3-on-3.
3-on-3, 5-minute overtime, and then a shootout potentially if it doesn't end there.
Oh, are the medal games 20-minute overtimes?
20-minute overtime, 3-on-3. Now that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
It'll end in like 2 minutes anyway.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. My brother put like a new perspective on it. He said like now you got to be even more smarter in your shift changes. But I'm like, yeah, you're right. You got to be more smarter than you already are in overtime. But I mean, people are just gonna keep it in their own zone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's gonna be like a clear.
People are just gonna wait till someone pinches, and then it's gonna be like a 2-on-1 or odd man rush or whatever, and then either a big stop by the goalie or a great defensive play or something like that to keep the overtime alive. But this could, I don't like the 3-on-3 sudden death continuous. If we see 3-on-3 go to like 4 overtimes in the gold medal game, I will laugh. I will laugh if that happens. Because I highly doubt that will happen. Now,
it always could happen though.
Now clip this because it will probably happen if I'm commentating the game. So, Sweden here in the third period has had 15 shots. Finland only with 4, and they're still down 3-1. Sweden's really made a push here in the third period, but they haven't been able to get the goal yet. Anderson in shot. Saros has been big in net for Finland. Along the boards is intercepted. Forsberg shot. Blocked on the way through. Anderson now back for Forsberg behind the net. Now Raymond. Raymond along the boards. Raymond the shot. Blocked on the way through. Forsberg has it in the corner. 5:10 to go. Forsberg poke checked off his stick. And Hintz lost it to the middle to Granlund. And now it is moved ahead. Hedman, the stretch pass. Deflected back in, so no icing. Saros out to play it. Reversed it around, and Finland will look to move it ahead. Armia carries it ahead. Armia trying to get through, and he couldn't. Drop pass here for Mata. Mata the shot. That was stopped there by Gustafsson on the pad stop. 33-22 the shots favoring Sweden. They're down 3-1 in the game. Shot by Broberg. Wide of the net. Held in by Carlson. Shot in deep with 4.5 minutes to go here in the third period. Holla uses the glass to clear it out the center. Broberg left it, as now it is Carlson. Eric Carlson with 4:20 to go. We're approaching that maybe in a minute or so. Maybe they're going to pull their goalie. Deflected back in by Dahlin. In the corner. It's not out of the zone just yet as Pedersen held it in. And that's going to be an icing here on Finland. And I think they're going to pull the goalie. With
Really?
4:03 to go.
It's a gutsy call.
Yeah, it is a gutsy call, but I mean,
You got to do what you got to do.
yep. That's basically what they got to do here. They don't pull him just yet. I think he was wondering if he was going to get pulled. I don't think he got pulled just yet. I think they were waiting if they won the face-off, and that's off the false start on the face-off. Yeah, whatever, that 5-yard penalty?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. 4:03 to go. Sweden will need a comeback here in the Winter Olympics. As the face-off one here, Dahlin back. Forsling shot save made. Rebound shot at the side of the cage was stopped as Raquel had the opportunity. 3:50 to go. We're approaching that time where potentially we could see Gustafsson being pulled to the bench. Raquel in the corner. Zibanejad back up top of the point. Long shot by Dahlin. Wide of the net. Zibanejad to the top of the crease. Back up top. Forsling shot blocked on the way through. And a trip there. It looked like a penalty. They don't call it. Raquel shot off the crossbar, I think. And Teravainen, he had a man open too. I thought he was going to pass that puck, and he did not. This is where you're going to probably pull your goalie.
Yeah.
3:15 to go. No signal just yet for Gustafsson to go to the bench. But players standing on that bench, shot saved from center. Lindell along the boards. Lindell trying to hold it in. Lindell will clear it all the way down for an icing. This is where you're going to pull your goalie. Yep, he's going to the bench. You're gonna get the face-off in the offensive zone. Oh, this is a great stopper here. The first shot. And then this is Raquel earlier on. Oh. Ooh, that could have been interference right there on Armia. They let some calls go here. Sweden will have the empty net with 2:56 remaining here in the third period. Sweden trying to make the comeback. Eriksson Ek trying to win the draw. Lindell. And off the boards, it is cleared out to center. Raymond now with the puck. Out of the reach, and now Dahlin gets it back. Raymond now. 2:45 to go. Raymond cuts through. Nice move by Raymond. Raymond with some speed. Forced behind the net now. Played in behind, and it goes into the corner. Played in by Kempe. Raymond around the boards for Nylander. Nylander holds it in. Dahlin, a touch pass into the middle. Eriksson Ek, bouncing puck. Nylander has some trouble. He held it in. Great keeping of the puck there. Played in behind the net as Lundell got taken down. In the corner. Raymond gets it free. 2:15 to go. Dahlin back for Raymond along the near boards. Kempe in the corner. 2 minutes to go here in the third period. Kempe leaves it for Raymond. They got to shoot here. Raymond in. Holds on to it. Raymond backhands that one back up top of the point for Dahlin. Across. Here's Nylander with the puck with less than 2 minutes to go here in the third period. 3-1 Finland. Sweden trying to make the comeback here. Eriksson Ek in the middle. Raymond with some room. Raymond shot blocked on the way through. Lundell with the block in front. Landeskog in the corner. Landeskog looking. Goes back up top for Dahlin. Dahlin back for Raymond. They got to shoot. Landeskog shot. Blocked on the way through. Landeskog again. Feeds it back, and the pass deflects out of the zone. They just did too much passing there. They wasted a lot of time of just passing the puck. Wow. Carlson now with 1:15 to go. They got to hurry. They got to get 2 goals quickly. And I think they iced the puck. Yes, they did, with 1:09 to go. And Forsberg complaining about that. He thought it was deflected. Wow. That was kind of pathetic. They just passed it around. What was that? What was that?
I mean, that's like the craziest waste of like a minute and a half I've ever
Yes,
seen.
that is honestly the craziest thing. Saros has made 17 out of 17 saves here in the third period, though. That is insane. 34-35 in the game. He had a rough one against Slovakia, but he has really redeemed himself here. Only allowed 1 goal on 35 shots. And Finland with a 3-1 lead with 1:09 to go, and now the empty net goes away because the faceoff's back in the Sweden zone. But you got to bet whenever Sweden has that puck, you got to think Gustafsson's going to the bench. But they got to hurry and act quickly here if they want to make a comeback. There goes Gustafsson with less than a minute to go. Here in the third period. Here's Raquel deflecting it back in. That's offside. Wow. There's no flow here for Sweden with the empty net. They played better without the empty net. They're putting pressure and all that stuff, and now they just look awful.
They're doing it to themselves. It's
But
all a mental game right now.
But give Finland credit. They're defending really well right now. They're not allowing any chances right now for them. At least with the empty net. As now Lindell flips it down ahead. And Carlson now for Pedersen behind the net. 45 seconds to go in the third period. 3-1. Finland on top over Sweden. Zibanejad off a skate. Turned over to Granlund. Empty net try. He scores! And that should do it. As Gustafsson will go back to the bench, or go back on the ice. Mikko Rantanen with the empty net goal.
I feel like you're pretty happy about that.
I'm pretty happy about that.
Hey, Juna Jutsela, you got the prediction. That's crazy.
Unless Sweden scores with like
Yeah, garbage time goal.
in garbage time, yeah. And all the Sweden fans are just, ugh. So Mikko Rantanen gets his first of the tournament, and it's a 4-1 lead. Finland responds after getting upset by Slovakia in the last game. Granlund with the assist on that one. And what a response game here for Finland in the tournament. And that's going to be another offside with 20.3 to go.
They shot themselves in the foot with the amount of power plays they like 1 for 6 from the power play is just
1 for 6
abysmal.
is insane.
And that's something to work on for next game.
Yes. So Finland will be tied in the points with Sweden in the Group B because they're both in the same groups. 10 seconds to go as it's played off the boards and flipped out the center by Armia. Bouncing puck Tolvanen. Played away there by Ekman Larsson. Finland wins it 4-1. A great response game for Saros as he had a great game. He didn't have a great game in the last game against Slovakia, but he certainly bounced back here for Team Finland as they win it by a score of 4-1. And they get a huge 3 points in the standings in this preliminary round. What do you think of Finland's performance in the game?
They played a great game. I don't think I could say anything about it. I was only there for half of it.
Ah, yeah, that's true. You didn't see a goal. Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Oh well. My NHL experience has been pretty good. 8 goal periods.
So a 4-1 final here in this one, and I'll have to go on a scavenger hunt to make these highlights because it's like finding I don't know what to compare it to.
They just have to slap a big copyright bar over it and turn it like negative colors.
Negative colors.
I don't even know what you did.
I don't know what I did. I just messed with settings and just put filters. Yeah. That's what I did. That is exactly what I did. So any final thoughts before we go here on the MHS Network and Olympics? Maybe we're doing another game later?
Possibly.
Question mark?
I'll see.
We'll see. Well, we'll see everybody as Finland wins it by a score of 4-1. From Aaron, I'm Max. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time here on the MHS Network. Have a good day, everybody.